Ah, hello and welcome to Haberdasher's Reviews. This is the review show done by me as part of Rabbit Haberdashery. And just a quick reminder for you that the Extra Life year has started now. So if you want to donate, we already have some. We have our team set up already. You can go ahead and access it through the link I just posted in chat. Did not finish waking up before I started this. So anyway, we have that going on. There's a lot of cool stuff. This is one of the cool things that we're trying to get started in the new year with Rabbit Haberdashery. We're kind of moving this channel from being my personal channel to being a community channel for the Rabbit Haberdashery crew. And part of that is that the guys, I'm not the only one who comes up with these ideas. Like the idea for this whole review thing, in fact, was Eric's originally, and the other guys have been contributing ideas and thoughts and supporting this channel. And so I really would like to highlight them as we go forward and be able to make this a community thing that we're all contributing to. One of the ways that you can help us do that is by supporting the channel. You can support the channel, one, by subscribing. We have reached affiliate, and so you can subscribe and be able to, that money will come to the channel and help us do cool things. You can do that with a low monthly fee through Twitch, or you can use your free Prime sub if you have Amazon Prime. Use your free Prime sub to subscribe, and then it doesn't cost you any additional money, but it does help us out. Other ways you can contribute, if you are in the chat, include Patreon and Coffee. So those links will go up sporadically throughout the stream as well, and I would encourage you to check those out. The Patreon, for instance, there's some cool stuff you get for it. The Coffee and the Extra Life, each one of those has an option where you donate $20 and get to pick what media I review next. As the intro said, today's game is The Infectious Madness of Dr. Dekker. I don't know. I assume it's horror, based on the everything about it, but we're gonna find out because I am not familiar with it, and that's part of the joy of this, is that I get games thrown at me that I've never heard of, and I get to try it because I'm just not savvy in that particular area of life. I bet you my wife has heard of it, though. I bet you Carol has heard of it. But anyway, let's go ahead and give this game a whirl. So The Infectious Madness of Dr. Dekker. There we go. Doctor, we've been expecting you. Detective rating, rookie. Sure, we'll stick with that. That sounds good. Are there any options I need to be concerned about? No response videos. What's that mean? Sepia, okay. Let's just have subtitles always. Let's always have the subtitles on. Hardware acceleration. I don't know what that means. Okay.
The faculty thinks I've gone loopy, like some kind of spongy Mobius strip. That's why I'm here, isn't it, Dr. Dekker?
I can see people's dreams.
I've set up an experiment.
Oh, you know what?
My dad is trying to hurt me.
Quantum suicide. Have you heard of it?
If I concentrate hard enough, and I know when the person's going to be asleep, I can have the dream with them.
Well, let's call him God. He creates this world for his amusement, something he can play with and occasionally alter to suit his mood.
It feels like the paintings are watching me.
Sometimes
Ashling
when I
Death?
walk through a
It's
door,
Ashling
it
Death?
takes me somewhere else.
Okay.
Literally somewhere else.
God loves chaos, but something goes wrong. Man and woman evolve. What was once chaotic becomes, well, more ordered.
Starts as a door-to-door saleswoman. Double glazing, probably.
Dr. Dekker. I think we both know what you dreamed about last night.
I've seen its silhouette changing through the window.
Because he thinks I'm evil. Because I can see things other people can't.
On the basis the central component of our universe is chaos, science can only document a perception of chaos at any one given moment in time.
I did what you said, Doctor. They arrested me.
Which means that at any given moment, we can
don't do
choose
that,
to
I guess.
alter our perception of the world, no matter how much chaos that would cause.
I thought you were supposed to fix me.
I'm telling you, it's eating people. And you're just laughing.
You're insane, Doctor.
Listen to me! You're not listening! It's your only bloody job!
That seems a bit reductionist.
Doctor, you're late. And after all those promises, never mind,
Doctor.
let's not keep the pace. You're late. And after all those promises, you're late.
Doctor,
and
you're
after all
late.
those and after all those promises, never mind.
Who are you?
Doctor, you're late. And after all those promises, never mind, let's not keep the patients waiting. And if you want anything, just...
Ah, what? Oh, it's color-coded? Okay. So part of the problem with this, and in my life in general, is that I am in fact colorblind. So here's hoping that's not a big issue. Oh. Oh, I accidentally moved through? Ah, dang it. I guess I should. Oh. A new study in psychology essay suggests using the same words as your patient. Hello.
I'm Bryce Hemmings. You must be the new doctor. Did you know Dr. Dekker?
I mean, only by reputation. What am I supposed to do here? What am I... I think I was supposed to... Alright, so what happened was I switched out of the channel, I switched out of that window to go to the other window and turn the volume down slightly. And when I clicked back in, it took that as me wanting to skip ahead, but I didn't get any of the information on how to play the game by doing that. So I'm going to start over.
The faculty thinks I've gone loopy, like some kind of spongy Mobius strip.
Get past
That's why
just
I'm
this
here,
part
isn't it,
without
Dr.
getting
Dekker?
past the... Okay, yeah, so I want this part.
Doctor, you're late. And after all those promises, never mind, let's not keep the pace. You're late. And after all those promises...
If I knew they were going to call me doctor
late.
so much, I'd have worn my
And
suit.
after all those promises, never mind. Doctor, you're late. And after all those promises, never mind, let's not keep the patients waiting. And if you want anything, just... Oh, sorry, I forgot. I'm not going to be here. The police still have some questions they want to ask about, you know. And then after that, I'm dropping in to see Ben. He's still in shock, and I thought we'd show we cared.
That seems appropriate.
We do still care, don't we, Doctor? Good. Anyway, I hope you're all caught up on Dr. Dekker's tapes. I think Mariana is in first, but I'm sure they'll all become a blur by the end of the day. I'll see you later. Or tomorrow. Probably tomorrow. I'll leave it to you then.
So they just don't explain how to play the game? Or did I click through the other thing too fast? Okay. So I shouldn't click out of this. Maybe this is the instructions. So, anyway, so yeah, it's color-coded, which is a problem because I'm colorblind. And I didn't see an option in the options to accommodate that. So, I'm not going to be able to know whether it's amber or green. But it says it will continue when everyone's amber, but I don't know how I'll know if it's green. Oh, okay, so I should... Okay, so I gotta talk to Mariana. Hello, Mariana. Oh, wait, I have notes. Oh, I don't have any notes for her. Okay.
I'm Mariana. Are you feeling okay?
I said...
I'm confused. Which bit should I answer first?
There's only one bit.
I think you're supposed to tell me what's wrong with me. Isn't that how it works? The police keep picking me up for public nudity.
What do you think? I'm not a shrink. We should have Tripper review this game.
I black out.
Oh.
And then the next thing I remember, I'm naked on the beach. Like I've been washed up on shore. Nobody's pressed charges yet, but I can feel it. The police are getting suspicious.
Do you remember anything just before the blackouts?
There's more than one question there.
No, there isn't! No, there isn't!
That's a bit confusing. One at a time, maybe?
It's one sentence. It's one okay. Hint. She has to feel like that.
That's what Dr. Dekker would say.
What's this?
I'm confused. Which bit should I answer first? There's more than one question there. Break it down for me.
Okay. So, I'm running... So there's one very clear problem here with this game, is that I don't know how to... They have more than one answer to. Oh.
I do suffer from blackouts, which is strange, as I can hold my breath for a really long time.
That doesn't seem related.
But I'm not swimming before I black out. Dr. Dekker thought it was anxiety originally. Then he worked it out. He eventually decided it wasn't anxiety, but I'm not going to tell you his final diagnosis. We should have a fresh start. I don't want you influenced by the prognosis. Dr. Dekker was fine. He had good relationships with his patients as far as I know. I'm not sure why anyone would want him dead.
It's a reasonable concern, I suppose. Okay. Well... I have no idea.
No, nothing like that. I usually wake up on my side like I've been sleeping. Sometimes I'm partially covered by seaweed.
Is she a mermaid? Ugh. Eric, if you've had me review a game in which that features a nude redheaded mermaid, my wife will never forgive you. I just want you to know that. Okay, okay. Notes. Does she have any injuries? I've asked that. Follow up on this. Nothing has stars. Seaweed?
That's not really helping with my blackouts. Dr. Dekker thought I had generalized anxiety disorder. GAD, because of the blackouts. He thought I was breathing badly. Do you think I'm breathing badly?
I don't know. I'd probably have to spend a lot more time looking at your chest to know that. Okay. I don't think you're breathing badly.
You can check my breathing if you want. Do you want me to lie down? Can you tell just by looking at me? I'm not worried about it, just if you are.
Hey, I'm an intern apparently.
I'm not sure holding my breath too long is causing blackouts. I mean, it could, but I don't remember ever having a blackout when I'm holding my breath.
I don't know how I'm supposed to follow up with it. She didn't let me check for breathing. Which is weird. But it offers that. And it doesn't let you do it. I don't know how I would do it anyway. Okay. Okay, so I know...
I'm not sure holding my breath too long is causing blackouts. I mean, it could, but I don't remember ever having a blackout when I'm holding my breath.
Oh, because that's what I'm trying to figure out.
No, nothing like that. I usually wake up on my side like I've been sleeping. Sometimes I'm partially covered by seaweed. He eventually decided it wasn't anxiety, but
I don't know why you would think it was anxiety.
Diagnosis.
Like, that doesn't sound
We should
like...
have a fresh start. I don't want you influenced by the prognosis.
So, prognosis is in italics, so presumably I should follow up on that, but I can't just ask what the prognosis was, because she just said she's not going to tell me. Um. Okay.
Like you're not listening.
No.
I hold my breath when I'm swimming underwater. Most people do. Sometimes, if I'm really excited, I'll hold my breath accidentally, just for a few seconds. I don't know why.
Okay, cool.
I'm a great swimmer. I won all these medals at school. I can hold my breath a really long time. Too long, really. Nope. Don't know.
I have no idea what color that is. Okay. So, part of the deal is that I'm supposed to play for an hour on account of, the $20. But I don't know what to do because I can't. So I know the continue button won't show up until everybody is amber or green or something along those lines.
I work for myself. I make bracelets from things I find on the beach and sell them online.
But like,
I spend a lot of time at the beach. It's just way more relaxing than anywhere else. You should come with me one day. I can show you all the sights.
but like, I don't know how to tell if any one of them is that. So like, I don't know when I'm ready to move on from Mariana. There, that's what I was looking. I was asking, B.
I normally black out when I'm dancing. I like dancing. Do you like dancing? Cool. I dance to anything with a beat. I dance a lot at nightclubs. I know most of the nightclubs around here. My favorite is the Pearl because they sell cheap vodka shots all night. I don't drink.
Okay.
Well, that's why you're here, isn't it? You've replaced him. He was a good listener. I hope you are.
I'm trying to be.
Dr. Dekker could really get inside you. It was, unsettling. But you let him do it. Part of the process, I guess. I want to stop having the blackouts.
Reasonable.
I want to stop waking up at the beach. I want to remember those entire evenings. Can you suggest anything that might help?
I don't want to suggest she stops dancing.
I film myself doing, lots of things. But it's not so easy to do when you're blacked out. Will you do it for me? Will you watch me to see what happens? So, it's a date then. I'll let you know when.
Cool. I'll ask, but I don't like this question because she's gonna... Okay.
You think my dancing causes my blackouts?
I'm just asking.
No, I know it's the last thing I remember, but I don't think it's that. Sometimes I remember more, but I'm tired now. Is that it for today?
I don't know. Because I don't know what color this is. Is there anybody in chat who can tell me what color it is?
When I wake up, my hair is dry, but it's pretty hot at the moment. I get baked quickly by the sun. It's possible I've been in the sea during my blackout. I never find my clothes. I don't know why I'm naked.
It's gotta be an expensive problem to have.
I guess people see me and call the police. But someone will take offense eventually, and I'll be charged with indecent exposure.
Yeah, makes sense. Wait a second. Where are they? Where are they? Okay, so I have these glasses that partially negate my color blindness. They don't make me not colorblind. They're from Pilestone, so that's cool. But they help me distinguish colors easier. But it's... But they have a limited effectiveness. I think that's a different color than the other ones. Which doesn't black out at the beach, so why do you...
I love the beach. Until somebody tells me it's gonna kill me, I'll keep going. Have you ever been addicted to something, Doctor?
Yeah.
I thought so when I first saw you. We should get on great.
I'm glad.
I've been a patient here for 3 months. Today is my patient birthday. Do I get a cake
Happy
or something?
birthday. I'm not gonna ask if she's flirting with me. But if I have a cake on hand.
That is so sweet. Thank you, Doctor.
Okay. Okay. Oh, it says it if I highlight over it. Okay, so. Okay, so if you are colorblind like me and you're having trouble with this issue, highlight over the dot and it'll tell you what color it is. Also, it doesn't use the same listing of colors as the directions said it would. It's yellow, which I guess is basically what amber means. You found the key points. It's not green. Oh, I think I'm gonna have to ask if she's flirting with me. Okay, fine.
I'm Bryce Hemmings. You must be the new doctor. Did you know Dr. Dekker?
With that accent, man. Okay. Let's see.
He was an antagonistic psycho. I hope you're not from the same school of thought.
No, probably not.
I didn't really like Dr. Dekker, and for quite a few reasons, actually.
Okay.
I'd rather talk about my own problems for now, though, if you don't mind.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't know anything about that.
Oh. What are your problems?
Originally, I was suffering with depression. Work was piling up. I kept missing deadlines. I wasn't used to all the failure. I got depressed.
Oh. We should talk about the job.
I'm a grave digger, Doctor. And people are dying quicker than we can bury them. You'd think being a grave digger had its perks, but it can be very stressful. There's a trend going towards burial rather than cremation again. And as well as running out of space, we're running out of competent grave diggers. At least ones that can use a shovel, that is. I'm not feeling anywhere near as depressed as I used to, though. Not since I got the extra hour. At midnight each day, time as you know it freezes. In my world, it just slows down to almost a stop. But I don't. I'm free to wander around and do as I please. An hour later, normal reality continues. It's my very own midnight hour. It's a bizarre thing to know you have an extra hour every day. I rarely ever sleep until after midnight now, so I can appreciate the extra time. I get a lot of work done in that time. I'm completely caught up. The depression is no longer an issue. 25 hours is a blessing for me. But apparently, it's not real, and I'm insane for thinking it is. What do you think, Doctor?
Well, I'm not ruling anything out yet.
Henley Church, where I work, is located on an old Norman motte and bailey. You can't use mechanical diggers or excavators there in case you destroy a relic.
That makes sense. I asked this.
I stumbled across a relic myself. An ancient chess piece. A queen, I believe. The best chess piece. The most freedom of movement. But they took it away immediately and proclaimed the whole east side of Henley Church a protected site of archaeological importance, which means we're not allowed to use it until the archaeologists have finished.
Right?
I wish I hadn't told anyone.
He really does, too. Sorry, I don't know how long ago you sent that message, but he does, doesn't he? Bryce, like, the grave digger. The accent and the way he, like, with the face.
Henley Church is relatively small. Well, for the number of bodies they expect us to pack into the ground, it's relatively small. The whole building was once owned by Scientologists.
British.
But they handed it back to the community as a tax break, I believe. Or they'd finished doing whatever it was they wanted to do with it.
Yeah. They should get this, they should probably get this actor in more things.
I'm not sure I believe in any religion anymore. I used to believe in God. Not anymore. There are too many religions to pick from, don't you think?
That's how Mormonism got started. Nona of Nine, though, is that a reference to that of the Ninth series?
Then we agree. Have you watched Zeitgeist, Doctor?
What's her name?
Some of it is
I haven't
believable,
read any of them.
and the part about most religions stemming from the same basic facts, it's more likely they've all got it wrong, and one of them has got it right.
I gotta tell you, though, as a Baptist preacher, I hear that argument a lot. But what is it? Gideon. Gideon and, of the Ninth, and that... Oh! Nona of Nine, okay. Wait a second. I think I know who you are, actually. Alright, so... Oh, I found the key points. Okay. Cool. I don't think you're insane.
I thought it would be too early to make a diagnosis, but it's good you're having a go anyway.
Well, you know. Yeah, okay. Hi, how's it going? How are you, by the way? The extra hour. What, you didn't say when you started? Okay. I'm going to Claire.
My name is Claire Castleford, and as I'm paying a small fortune for these sessions, I'd expect you to be up to speed, Doctor.
I just said hi.
Being rich has its perks, but honestly,
Awesome.
I would give it all up in a heartbeat if it could free me from this madness.
Madness. Alright, so tell me about the madness.
Well, according to your predecessor, I'm a
Awesome.
delusional psychotic
What?
with obsessive tendencies. Oh, and a history of violence. Sounds so cold when you put it like that, though, doesn't it?
I guess. But...
I'm obsessed with my husband. It's absurd, really.
Why is it?
Because he is here. And he shouldn't be.
Ah, here we go. He's dead.
He's lucky to be alive. He almost died.
He's not actually dead. How did he almost die?
My husband is not a well man. We've been having problems for a while now. I should have divorced him.
But why?
I wish I had. So much could have been avoided.
You're just dancing around the subject.
His health, if you can call it that, has been deteriorating rapidly in the last few weeks. I can't cope with caring for him anymore.
She might have poisoned him. I think she might have poisoned him. But I don't know why she poisoned him.
Since our altercation, he's become less and less active.
The altercation is the
His mind's
poisoning.
become less and less active too. Such a delightful conversationalist at one time, now more of an enigmatic husk.
You ever wonder how many poisons, like how did we determine the difference between poisons and allergies? Like, because if you have an allergy to something and you eat it, your body kind of reacts similarly to like, are there anything that we consider poison that is just actually, like, the first few people that tried it were allergic? I mean, I'm not gonna go find out, but I'm just saying, like.
I tried to hurt David once. That's why I'm here, isn't it? I'm not proud of my behavior, but I was very angry. It was a private matter, though. The police should never have been involved.
You attacked him! Well, okay. The question is...
I never used to get angry. Ever. If you're angry, you're not in control. Isn't that right? And it would be very bad for me to lose control.
Why would that be bad? Do you have a thing for that?
Let's save that for another time, shall we? I'm
Alright,
rich, but I'm not made of money. And I'm fairly sure my time is up.
Oh, it is not. What color is this? Red? Yeah, no, I'm not done.
David has trouble looking after himself. Sometimes
poison?
I'll leave the lake house and he's just sitting in the rocking chair on the porch. And when I return the next evening, he's still there, just staring into the stars. He needs help, I know, but I can't hire anybody to care for him.
But you can afford all this. Okay.
David's staying at the lake house. It belonged to my parents, but I don't use it much anymore. I have the main house to myself.
Okay.
To be fair, there was only one violent outburst. That hardly qualifies as a history of violence. And he provoked me.
But how? How did he provoke you?
It was a brief moment of temporary insanity. Or temporary clarity, I'm not really sure which. David had been having an affair with his assistant optician, Iris.
There you go.
How predictable. Not just the affair, but an optician named Iris.
Actually, that is good. I like that one.
I stabbed him with a steak knife. Shocking, isn't it?
Not really. I mean, when the story that I've heard goes that when my grandma found out my grandpa was cheating, he ran out of the house through the screen door with knives just stabbing into the floor behind him. So, like, one steak knife, I feel like isn't that shocking. Alright, let me see here.
Delusions. As in seeing things that are not there.
No, I
I'm
know
not
what the
going to be
word
any more
means.
specific. It's not true in any case. I'm not delusional.
Why do people think you're delusional? I think he's actually dead. I think... See? See, she knows. I think he is, in fact, actually dead. And that's why everyone thinks she's delusional.
The most shocking thing about Dr. Dekker's death is that he didn't bring it upon himself. But then I hadn't known him for a very long time. Perhaps I was wrong about him.
Whoa, what's... Alright, I've gotten all the key points.
The police seem to think I'm dangerous. I'm only sitting here talking to you because I have a lot of money. Otherwise, there's no doubt I'd be thrown into prison for a very long time. That's why I need your help, Doctor.
Right. Okay.
I suppose after what I did, there are people that might think I belonged in prison. What do you think, Doctor? Can I be saved with therapy, or should I be locked up like a dangerous criminal?
I mean, it was one time. He was cheating on you.
You have a lot of faith in your abilities. That's good. I look forward to being completely cured.
Completely cured. We know David is. That's her husband. We know why the police think she's dangerous. She stabbed David with a knife. Do you think Dekker was suicidal? That feels... I mean, I guess it's...
Dr. Dekker just had that look about him. You know what they say about us crazies. Takes one to know one.
Okay. Okay.
I'm Elin. I'm 25 and I'm a nurse. God, I sound like I'm on one of those dating shows.
Kinda, yeah. Okay. You do kinda sound like that. But, you know, that's just how the instructions go.
I work in a nursing home for the elderly. I basically do end-of-life care.
Oh, that's nice. Well, I know what
The usual things.
You know.
Making sure the patients are comfortable, making sure they're not in any pain, and I talk to them. I keep them company. Some of them get pretty frightened about what's coming. Well, those of them that aren't out of it on meds. I comfort them.
That's nice. How do you comfort them?
Death is frightening, isn't it? Isn't it what everyone's afraid of? The great unknown. No one should have to face that alone.
That's true.
I don't like it when patients are heavily sedated, especially when there are alternatives, like herbal remedies. I mean, imagine if you only had a few days or weeks left to live. Would you want to spend it asleep?
No, I wouldn't. Although, Man, I could use some sleep.
Exactly. I feel like it's almost criminal. Like you're robbing people of their last moments on Earth. You should be able to savor the experience, not sleep your way to death.
I mean, savor what experience? Like, if someone's dying... Yeah, why should someone savor dying?
I'm not saying anyone should be happy about dying. I've seen lots of people die, and it's a special moment. There's literally nothing else like it.
That is technically true? Okay.
I'm a qualified herbalist. It's okay, you can laugh. Most people think herbalism is a joke. But I'd much rather help my patients sleep at night with valerian or passion flower than lorazepam, temazepam, or zolpidem.
I've actually been prescribed one of those, I think. One of those names sounded familiar. But anyway, I'm not going to laugh at herbalism. I mean, I think herbalism has its place.
I'm not really looking for love at the moment. I'm sort of married to my work, but in a good way. I started seeing Dr. Dekker a few months ago. I thought it would be nice to have someone I could talk to about work. It can get a bit stressful sometimes. It can be sad sometimes. I don't like losing a patient, but that's the job. I don't get stressed about it or anything.
Hold on a second.
It's not the job that stresses me. It's the people I work with, the other nurses.
What's the matter with
They're
them?
mean to me.
How are they mean to you?
They call me the angel of death because so many
Seems rude.
patients have died on my shift. I don't think they mean it. Obviously, it's not my fault. It just seems to happen that way.
It's end of life care. Is giving me information on her schedule so that we can start planning possibly taking a trip for Thanksgiving. No, Dad will be excited about that.
3 last month. 3 the month before that, I think. But only 1 so far this month, so that's good. Although
It's the
one
third.
of my patients, Hilda, I don't think she's got long.
How many people die on the other people's shifts?
She's one of the crotchety ones. Always swearing and spitting at me. Never got anything nice to say. Thinks we're going to smother her in her sleep or something. She doesn't bother me though.
Century! Whatever that is. I don't know what Did I ask 100 questions?
I've known a lot of doctors over the years. Most of them arrogant idiots who think nurses are just there to do their bidding, or worse. Dr. Dekker was different. He had a lot of time for me. He was interested in my problems. He was a bit offbeat, but yeah, I liked him. But then I like most people. Terry's one of the other nurses at the home. I don't think she likes me very much.
Why is there...
I'd been seeing him for about 9 months, I think. I think it's terrible what happened to him. So awful. No one deserves to die like that.
Like what? Like how did he... Like what? Hello, Nathan.
I'm Nathan Peel. I'm a supermarket worker from, well, hell, really.
Like Michigan, or... Hell?
I imagine what I'm experiencing now might be a type of hell. Not everyone burns in flames with the devil on their back. I'm hoping you can make sense of my problem.
What? It's like so brutally What's wrong with you? What's your issue, buddy
It's
boy?
like those montages you get in movies. Time passes, you wake up, shave, if you feel like it, shower, get dressed. What's the point? You get this day over and over. Nothing changes. Am I in purgatory, Doctor?
No, you're in Suffolk. Let me see here.
Because I'm stuck between this day and the next. Most of the time, anyway.
Oh! You should join Bryce in his extra hour. That's stuck between days right there.
Sometimes it looks different. Sometimes the birdsong will change, or the weather will be less bleak. Or that person who nodded at you yesterday doesn't do it today. But it doesn't usually change. You need a tragic event for change. Like a murder.
Speaking of murders...
Dr. Dekker's murder was sudden. Brutal. It's terrible. But Doctor... 2 weeks. 2 weeks I had of rolling days. No do-overs. No Monday. I wouldn't kill anyone, though. I'd have to keep doing it, wouldn't I? Few things seem to move me forward. Dr. Dekker was a complex man. I spent a lot of time with him, but he won't remember it that way.
Well, I imagine not, since he's dead.
As far as Dr. Dekker was concerned, we had Monday, then moved on to Tuesday. But me, I had Monday 5, 10, 50 times before I got to Tuesday.
So we're doing...
I watched that Bill Murray film, Groundhog Day.
Groundhog Day.
To see if there's any clues. To see if there's any clues.
You know, someone
That's
worked
how
out...
that has gone. I'm looking for a cure in a Hollywood movie. Can you help me, Doctor?
I saw a thing that in order for Bill Murray's character to have mastered all of the things that he masters in the movie Groundhog Day, he would have had to have been trapped for something like 50 years. Which is insane.
I don't know how, but thank you, Doctor. This is our first time around, and I trust you.
Oh, good.
I saw the conflict that Dr. Dekker was going through. Let's just say you might look back on your life and think there's nothing you would have done differently. No 2 days were alike for him in the end. Like he couldn't decide what to do with himself.
Right.
He was like a kid in a sweet shop. He had so many options, he didn't know what to do. I suppose if you take too long picking, all your options run away.
That is true. That's kind of life in general.
I didn't see the driver. It was my fault. I pulled out and the lorry just rammed me. Well, Hannah. She was sat next to me. I was in shock, obviously. And when I came to, she was so close to me. It was like she was trying to hug me. But it wasn't right. Not natural. Bits of metal pushing through her. That was 5 years ago.
Yeah, generally people don't come with bits of metal. What are we doing?
My fiancée, my childhood sweetheart. We met at secondary school. She was head girl, I was the quiet one. She liked computer games, so I instantly fell for her. I proposed in Goldshire. She said she didn't date elves, so I leveled up to a human necromancer and asked again. Sorry, it's Warcraft. We spent a lot of time on there.
What is head girl? An older female student in a British school who has chosen to have special duties and to represent the school. So, like, class president or something? Sounds like class president. I guess they wouldn't use the term class president since they don't have presidents.
I was fine for quite a while after the accident. Well, being treated for depression.
As one does.
I thought I was cured. It was only recently after meeting Dr. Dekker that I had a strange deja vu. I'm exhausted. Doctor, is our time up?
Almost. I think.
I've been shrunk for that already. If I had that day again, I wouldn't make the same mistake.
Reasonable.
Hannah would still be alive. We'd probably have a family by now. I haven't had any relationships since then.
Aww.
We played World of Warcraft a lot together. I guess it's not the cool thing to do anymore. But we had a lot of memories there. To be honest, it reminds me a lot of life now. The same thing over and over again. Bring me X bunnies to make a stew. Y badger teeth. Rinse, repeat. Maybe I'm just grinding life.
Also, I just want to note how fortunate I was that when I went to Google to ask what head girl meant, I got, like, that answer. Alright, let me see here.
I'm not really fit for work anymore. I work in produce at the local supermarket.
Right.
That mainly involves lifting heavy crates of fruit and veg into place for people to buy, and doing that over and over again. My muscles don't seem to have grown much. I think that maybe I'm not aging. When the day resets, I just reset with it. I used to be a builder.
Did you stop being a builder during one of these episodes, or?
I'm 57. kidding. Just if you spent the whole day at the gym and then repeat that day and not go, you'd have achieved nothing. Most of my days a blur. I'm not sure if it's the sleeping tablets I'm on or just how I've learned to switch off.
Right.
I'm on temazepam. Dr. Dekker prescribed them for me. He thought I would sleep through
Ellen
to a whole new
mentioned
day.
temazepam.
I didn't.
I don't think that's going to be a good question to ask. We already said if he could, he would. So, like... Oh, continue. There we go. Yeah, let's move on. Let's do this.
Oh, Doctor, glad I caught you. I thought you might want to
You
hear
work
what
here.
Ben had to say. Quick catch up?
Sure. What did Ben say?
I'm not sure Ben will be coming in for a while. He's still pretty shook up about finding the body.
Why with
I'm
the
surprised
panning?
it doesn't happen more often in the line of work he's in.
What line
Anyway,
of work
he
is
said
he
he
in?
found the body at exactly 20 minutes past 10.
Is this
For
Dekker's
some
body?
reason, the first thing he did was look at his watch. That's all he'd say
Well.
before he'd shut down. The police weren't very talkative either.
What? What are we talking about now?
Yes, Ben found Dr. Dekker's body on Valentine's night in his office.
Yeah, it says in your office.
Your
in the...
office.
Oh, it's the same. Okay. Yeah, well.
Yes, you know, the 14th of February, the day of love. Or remembering a massacre.
You know, whatever you're into. Yeah. So,
Sorry, didn't you know? Ben's one of the night shift cleaners.
well, I haven't been here
Sure
for
he's got
night
some
yet.
tales he could tell.
I bet he does. Also, you thought he was finding more dead bodies as a night shift cleaner here? Like, do you have a stock of them? Yeah, you should. I should ask the patients that. That's a very good question to ask the patients, I think.
I wouldn't say we were best friends, but we did spend a lot of time together. There's only two of us that work here. I'm sure we'll become friends too, Doctor. Just try not to get murdered.
Yeah, I mean, it's right there on my daily to-do list. Don't get murdered. 4th bullet point.
The police wanted to know what I was doing Valentine's night, you know, when the body was found.
Reasonable.
I was at home, all on my lonesome. So I guess that makes me a suspect.
Yeah, that happens.
I think the police want you to make a short list of suspects, or maybe even find the killer. You're seeing all the patients that were on the books when he was killed. There was no forced entry, so they think it might be someone he knew, or someone who had access to the office. Yeah, like little old me.
Like little old me?
Do you think I'm a suspect, Doctor?
Well, that's not really my call. I mean, the police decide suspects. Yeah.
Oh, well, I wasn't expecting that. I suppose everyone's a suspect at the moment, even you.
True facts.
They did mention I needed grief counselling, though, and I said you'd sort me out. I know you didn't agree, but I thought I'd let you know.
Oh,
That's
we're
very
here.
kind of you.
Why is it flashing? Oh, I found the key points.
I wasn't really in his social circle, so I don't know if he had any friends. In terms of enemies, I heard things get heated in his office sometimes, but I won't name any names.
Bryce. I bet it got heated with Bryce.
He was stabbed, so that's quite a personal thing to do. I wouldn't be surprised if it was one of the patients who had a problem with the treatment they were getting.
Temazepam? Yeah. Okay, let's see here.
I'm just surmising. If you're unhappy enough to kill your therapist, they're probably not doing a very good job.
That's a pretty good summary. Yeah, I think that's probably true in general. Hey, he was stabbed.
Susan, Annabelle, Melissa, there are some names. But they're not names of anyone I know.
I respect the smartassery, but oh my god. Okay.
I'm having a loop day.
Yeah, every day, aren't you? Hello again.
I'm not sure that's the answer I'm looking for.
Oh, for crying out loud.
I'm not sure that's the answer I'm looking for. It's a do-over day. You won't remember. What's the name of your assistant again?
Her name is Jaya.
You didn't know that yesterday. Can you remember where I met Hannah?
Yeah, high school. Primary school. What? They played Minecraft together.
Well done, Doctor. Yeah, we met at secondary.
I guess it wasn't primary school.
Wouldn't it be funny if my day loops if you fail to get a question right?
It would be.
I suppose it's funny for you. You won't remember. Anyway, I think I'll probably head home. This isn't helping. I'm having a loop day. It's a do-over day. You won't remember. What's the name of your assistant again?
Oh, we actually are doing that.
I suppose you did remember that yesterday. Can you remember where I met Hannah?
Yeah, secondary school.
Yeah, at secondary school. It's been fun, but I've got a pill.
Why?
Dr. Dekker gave me this pill. He told me if I took it, I'd never have another loot day.
That sounds dangerous. What is it?
It's got a small skull and crossbones on it.
Hemlock.
Should I take the tablet, Doctor?
Is this the stuff that lady's been giving her husband on account of him cheating on her?
You're cool. I don't think this is getting us anywhere, though. I'll see you tomorrow. Again.
Yep, see you tomorrow.
I'm having a loot day.
Yeah. Aren't we all? Okay.
It's a do-over day. You won't remember it. What's the name of your assistant again? Well done. Can you remember where I met Hannah?
Skewel.
Yeah, great. Is there anything you can say that's going to break this loop for me? I'm not sure that's the answer I'm looking for. I never mentioned a pill this time, or a tablet. What the hell is going on here? Are you reliving my days?
Apparently.
Something somewhere has changed since you arrived. Like some kind of sim theory.
Sim theory. Like The Sims?
It's a thing. Some professor believes we could be living inside a computer simulation and someone is controlling us. And there are millions of these sims. and someone somewhere behind a keyboard is just causing havoc. I'm starting to think you have that keyboard, Doctor. Wait, don't answer that. I don't want to know.
So I have actually heard of... Well, there's a few versions of this. So sim theory that he's talking about assumes a computer program. But there's also a theory called... the guy starts with an L. Dr. something. It's not an illusion theory. It's, basically, the theory is that all of existence, so when things fall into a black hole, they don't get fully destroyed. You can't remove information from the universe because of the conservation of energy. So you can't fully remove information from the universe. So when it falls into the black hole, everything falls into the black hole and gets destroyed, that information has to be retained somewhere. And so the theory was that there's a sort of point where everything freezes, because the closer you get to the black hole, the more time gets stretched out. And so there's a moment right about at the event horizon, where everything stops, but anything that's there is experiencing all of time, like millions of years, in that moment before it falls in, but it can never fully go in. So there's this shell of memory, essentially, surrounding black holes. And so if you were inside the shell, you would be experiencing this memory. You would be experiencing the information that is stored there, but it wouldn't actually be happening. You would be experiencing the memory of it. And so that's this theory that this guy believed in. He had a bet with Stephen Hawking, and now I don't remember his name. It was about baseball cards. He won a bunch of baseball cards by being right about something. But yeah, but it was an interesting theory. But anyway, so the theory that people make based on that's similar to sim theory, is that all of reality, as we experience it right now, is already happened. The universe has already ended, and what we are experiencing is the slightly mixed up, because everything's kind of together, memory of the universe at the event horizon of a massive universal black hole. And so in that theory, there's not like a person controlling it. It's just happening. But sim theory is interesting too.
At midnight each day.
On Valentine's night.
Time as you know it freezes.
20 minutes past 10.
Keep up, Doctor.
Thinks we're going to smother her in her sleep.
I'm a grave digger, Doctor.
I was at home.
David is my husband.
All on my lonesome.
Stabbed him with a steak knife.
Nothing changes.
I'm a qualified angel of death.
When I'm dancing,
You get this day over and over.
Hilda.
I black out.
I don't think she's got long.
And Laurie just...
Naked on the beach.
Hannah.
Is that it for today?
Hey, we're doing Valentine's Day.
Ooh. Deja vu. Are you sitting in exactly the same place I left you last night? Oh, that's where it all starts, Doctor. Anyway, do you think you can fit me in today? Looking at the diary, it's just the usual suspects, and you must be getting sick of them already. I've got this for you, too. It's some more footage from Professor Alderby that was hiding away.
Nice.
Well, come find me if you need anything.
Sure. Wait, there's definitely people here I've not talked to before. Also...
Nothing, of course. The faculty thinks I've gone loopy, like some kind of spongy Mobius strip. That's why I'm here, isn't it, Dr. Dekker? Him, God, the great old one, the elder god, Cthulhu, however you address him. Listen to me! You're not listening! It's your only bloody job! Well, let's call him God. He creates this world for his amusement, something he can play with and occasionally alter to suit his mood. God loves chaos, but something goes wrong. man and woman evolve. What was once chaotic becomes more ordered. Without chaos, he has less power.
I don't see how...
When there's too much order, he becomes impotent. So he needs to instill chaos again. Do you know how he does this?
I don't see how, like...
No!
The fall introduced order.
Yes, but you're being too granular. He needs chaos so he can return, and the only thing stopping him is you.
Me? Personally?
Not just you. You and people like you. Psychiatrists, doctors, nurses. Anyone who is caring for people who are losing their sanity. You have no comprehension how important your job is, do you? He doesn't need your version of insanity to spread. He needs chaos. It's not the same. It's just a means to an end. They're not all cultists, unfortunately. Once you see the truth, it's hard not to spread chaos yourself, to cause further insanity and harm your own. I doubt it. But can I make you question your reality? Definitely. But in doing so, I would be promoting more chaos. On the basis the central component of our universe is chaos, science can only document a perception of the chaos at any one given moment in time. As, by definition, chaos is unpredictable from one moment to the next. Which means that at any given moment, we can choose to alter our perception of the world. No matter how much chaos that would cause. In 10 seconds' time, there will be no gravity in this room, and we will float. 3, 2,
That's not been 10
1.
seconds. I'm looking at the time clock.
You think nothing happened? Where's your glass, Doctor?
That was like 5 seconds. If you're gonna tell me that you're counting down, and you're gonna give, like, seconds, and you're gonna give me a timestamp, they should probably line up. Dude. Also, what is happening right now? Am I supposed to be clicking something? Ah, okay, yes. Okay. I don't remember some of these names. What up, Nate? Wait, is this? You found the key points? How have I found the... I don't even know these people! Alright, whatever. Hello again.
Hello again, Doctor. I had a bit of a shaky loop incident, but let's not talk about it.
Right.
Yesterday, I set fire to Hannah's clothes in the garden. I just wanted the day to move forward. I instantly regretted it. And lo and behold, here we are, a new day. Hannah's clothes are a pile of ashes.
Sorry to hear that.
I've kept almost all of her stuff as she left it. It's just the clothes. I decided to burn those yesterday, so here I am. Hannah loved clothes. Every season, she'd donate her entire wardrobe to some charity or another, and only buy stuff she loved. I was left with winter. I don't even know what her favourite season was. Does it matter? What's your favourite season, Doctor?
Fall. I like fall.
I thought you'd be an autumn person. That means you're supposed to be grounded and productive.
Really?
And you like your space.
Okay, yeah, fair.
I was at Henley Church on Valentine's Day.
Oh, hey, with
visiting
Grace.
Hannah's grave. It's the anniversary of her death. Her parents wanted a huge funeral with all the trimmings. Hannah would never have come for it. But it does give me somewhere to visit. I got to write the epitaph.
Oh, what did you write?
We walk alone without our angel.
feel like we've talked about it. No, it wasn't.
I'm not religious, but when I wrote Hannah's epitaph, I knew her parents would want some acknowledgement of the great bearded one. But she was an angel to me. She was an angel to everyone.
That's nice.
I've been alone since Hannah. I can't imagine anyone ever replacing her. Not that I've looked. Do you think I should look for someone else?
Oh, I don't know.
Thanks, Doctor. I appreciate that. I still don't think I'm ready to move forward in that respect.
That's fair.
I left Henley Church about 11 o'clock on Valentine's Day. I was talking to an archaeologist who said it uncovered some fossils resembling a strange cephalopod-like creature. Strange place to find an octopus, really. What? Do you think I've got something to do with Dr. Dekker's murder? Maybe you should ask your assistant who Dekker saw that day.
I'm just asking questions.
Sorry, I don't know. Is it me or did it just really get cold in here? It was a missed call. It was Valentine's Day, so I wasn't in the mood for conversation.
Right.
Dr. Dekker felt that Hannah was holding me back. The memories of Hannah. In his opinion, I was holding on to the past. So I guess he cursed me. If that's even a thing.
Cursed you. How did he curse you?
Yes, Dr. Dekker cursed me. I don't really want to talk about it, but let's just say I blame him for the way I am. Can you give me some advice, Doctor?
I'm trying.
I've been trying to think how I can get past today. I've come up with a couple of choices. I could set fire to Hannah's photographs. I've got them in Dropbox anyway. But setting fire to the clothes did the trick. Or setting fire to a rocking chair. She sounds like an old lady, but she loved that rocking chair, which I've not sat in since. Which one do you think's best?
Well, let's not go around burning things. No. Well, you don't want to burn the photos. You definitely don't want to burn the photos.
Set fire to the rocking chair. I never like the way it moves forwards, backwards, forwards. I like winter. Being snowed in with Hannah. Just the two of us. It's paradise.
See, that's nice.
She was interested. Maybe I misread. Maybe she was just being kind. I suppose most women wouldn't enjoy me talking about my dead ex for hours.
That's, I think, a fair assessment. But your mother? I don't recall him mentioning his mom. That seems like a weird place to go for the conversation. I'm not Freudian. I know what a cephalopod is. Who's Lacey? Have I met Lacey? Wait.
I'm Lacey Hendricks. So you don't know about me then?
I said hi! Why do people assume that hi means I don't know anything?
Where to start? My next door neighbour in Jobson Hill, where I live, she was murdered. 80, and they diversion burgled her. But she was wise to it and started calling the police.
That's good.
They slit her throat with a bread knife. So I started a neighbourhood watch.
A bread knife? Really? Yeah.
It was me and Agnes. Everyone else thought we were overreacting.
I mean,
they
a
want
bread
their
knife,
throats cut, that's up to them, living in their bubbles. But Agnes... Poor Agnes.
Just drop
She
that.
went missing, and still is. And that's what people think. But it's not the truth. It killed them. It looks normal enough. A smartly dressed, door-to-door saleswoman. I know because I heard my other neighbours shout at her. No Jehovah's! They think anyone knocking is a Jehovah. But she said she was selling double glazing. I don't know. I didn't answer the door. Best not to nowadays. But I watched her go to Agnes's. Or Agnes. She let her right into her house. I could only see the silhouette. It turned from a person into a, well, it looked like, I guess you'd call it a Medusa. Snakes for her face.
So like...
And Agnes just fell to the
see,
floor.
Medusa, the snake's at the top, but
A few
obviously...
minutes later, the woman left,
Cthulhu-y.
smiling like the cat that got the cream. That was the end of Agnes.
Did you tell the police this?
I saw it with my own eyes. What more proof do I need? You're starting to sound like Dr. Dekker. He didn't believe me either.
I'm not saying I don't believe you, I'm just saying...
I didn't have much luck with him, like I said. He didn't believe me. He thought I was having a hallucination caused by the stress of my neighbour being so brutally murdered. Where is Agnes, though? I haven't found her, have they? Have they?
I mean, I'm not the guy they come to with those answers. I don't know. Did they find Agnes? How would I know that? Do I have Agnes on my list? No. I don't know who Agnes is.
They haven't found her because that thing ate her. Or made her disappear or something.
Those are two very different
Her
things.
useless husband managed to survive unscathed, though. Don't know much about him, other than the fact that he looks at me like I'm 6 foot under every time we meet. He doesn't seem too bothered she's gone missing either. He did at first, when the police were crawling around. But now they've gone, that stopped. If I hadn't seen that thing eat her, I'd... No. He's a weaselly little man who spends far too much time in his garden. It's probably like the National Trust back there. The constant digging and building, pruning and sawing.
Sawing?
What a thing to say! Why would you say that? I kept watching the front door after that saleswoman had left and nothing. She didn't leave, and you can't get out the back since the council sold the garage block. Ron's a gardener, not a killer.
Like that song by
And
Souls Man
that's-
on Earth, The Gardener. Should, I'm gonna go ahead and recommend that song.
Agnes said Ron was laying the foundations for a new greenhouse. You don't think...
I have no idea, man.
I need to call the police. I need to call them now.
Okay.
But they won't listen to me. I tried to tell them about the monster, but they didn't believe me. They won't believe me about this, I promise you.
Okay. No, I don't think...
Please, could you call them, Doctor? Thank you, Doctor. Now give me a pen and I'll write down the details for you. Don't you want to know why Dr. Dekker called me the leech lady?
Sure. That sounds like a very good thing to know.
He said that I leech thoughts from people. Suck 'em right out of their heads. And I can put thoughts in there too. I'm not that clever though, am I, Doctor? I mean, it's not as if I was having an affair with Ron and Agnes was in the way and needed to disappear. So I made this story up.
No, of course not.
I mean, what do you think I do for a living anyway?
I don't know. Is it in your file? Do I have your file?
Doctor, you're so good. We're going to get on just fine. I was at Henley Church. They had a service that ran right up till midnight. For us less fortunates without a love in their life. Well, no. Do you have someone, Doctor? Do you have a love in your life? Keep 'em safe. You never know who's going to come knocking on your door.
What's that? You found everything. Okay, well anyway. Okay, it is almost noon, and I gotta get lunch, and then, get ready for work. So I'm gonna go ahead and, does this let me save and continue? Yeah, okay. Keep their attention. They're talking. House officer. Alright, cool. Alright, well I'm gonna go ahead and do this then. Ba-bam. Okay, so the Infectious Madness of Dr. Dekker. My thoughts so far. The colors thing threw me at first. I am glad that they did put in a workaround for it. It did took me a little while to find it. It's probably more intuitive to people who are, better at video games than I am. So that ended up not being really a problem once I found it. But obviously there was the process of finding it. I don't think that should affect it very much, though. The story is definitely complex. It took some figuring out. I didn't like having to rely on the drop-downs, but I was trying to ask the same question like 4 or 5 times, and I guess they can't really anticipate everything that people would ask. And so having the drop-downs is a good way to resolve that. But it was frustrating. So, but overall, the story seems really interesting. I should continue it. I definitely want to continue this. I'll probably stream it if I do. Kind of get further along in it and learn, what's going on and start piecing the story together. It definitely seems to be Well, it says about 22% through the story, 15% through this particular act. So it's going to take a little bit. But, that's fine. I think that's a good thing. I think that the story is definitely set up in a way that makes it interesting. So, given all of that, interesting story, somewhat unintuitive gameplay, but definitely unique. I like that it's unique. Hey. Hi, Eclipse, listen. Can we do this later? Thank you. All right. I really like it's clever. It's unique. Being clever and unique does hinder its, how easy it is to pick it up, and I think that's worth noting. But it is interesting. I really do enjoy it. The story is pretty good. The gameplay methodology is pretty good. It's not at all what I was expecting from the title. So overall, with how good in a lot of ways and how kind of frustrating certain elements of, I'm going to go ahead with 8. 8 of 10 hats we're going to give this game. Really good. I'm just gonna make a blanket policy of being stingy with 10s. So 8 of 10 hats. Really fun game. Clever story. Bit tricky to get the hang of how to play it. Slightly railroady. But really good. And I enjoy it, and I would encourage you to check it out if you have the chance. I picked it. I have it here on Steam. It was sent to me by Eric. I don't know what other systems it's available on, but if it's available on a system that you use, I would encourage you to take a peek at it. So anyway, that is my review of the Infectious Madness of Dr. Dekker, and I really should pick this game up and continue playing. I mean, I did pick it up, but I should continue playing it and get to the end of it. So I should think that you can expect some more streams of this game in the future as we continue this year and I try to be more active on the channel. So thank you very much. As I mentioned earlier, you can pick a thing. So I will review video games, other media, movies, TV shows, whatever. You can pick the media by making a $20 contribution to the things that we do. So that's one of two ways you can do that. If you go to my Extra Life page and make a $20 donation to Extra Life, all $20 will go straight to the Boston Children's Hospital. I don't get any of that money. It doesn't go to overhead. It goes straight to care and supplies and things that make the stay more enjoyable for the kids. So $20 donation to my Extra Life page, or you can go to my Ko-fi and you can pay $20 to the channel. Help us do cool things. If you do that, $20 will come to the channel, and we'll be able to do more of these types of streams, and we'll be able to do video intros and all this other stuff. We have a lot of cool stuff we're hoping to get done this year to really kick things off and make the channel more interesting and more exciting. So $20 there would help with that, and you would get to pick a media for me to review. Otherwise, don't forget you can join the Rabbit Haberdashery team. You can join us on Discord, hang out, chat, get to know us, join in maybe on some games in the future, join our Extra Life team. There's a lot of stuff going on in the Discord, a lot of different options on things to discuss and talk about and hang out. And we're going to be talking about games, we're going to talk about the stories we write, we're going to talk about all kinds of things. So feel free to swing by there and get involved. Otherwise, you folks have a good day, and I will see you next time. Thanks for joining. Bye.